Hello, guys. It's the start of the year, and this is one of the platforms I would be promoting this year. This platform is known as Innodata, and they are currently recruiting people to join their AI training job. So, you want to register, you want to apply now that they are still recruiting people. Before going into the video, please give my video a like, subscribe to the channel, and share with your friends. Alright, so to start the application process, it is advisable you make use of a wide screen to apply. If you are making use of a mobile device when applying, please turn your phone to landscape mode so you can see all the fields in the registration form. So the first thing you want to do is you want to put in your email ID, which means your email address, what you'd be using to register. So you put in your email address at the first slot above, and then you come down to the personal details. If you observe, by the side of the name, the email ID, the country, employment status, degree level, and primary language, you would find a red asterisk there. That red asterisk means it is important. It is compulsory for you to ensure that you put in your names. So in the first name, put in your name. Then in the last name, put in your surname. The middle name is not compulsory. Now, these guys say your name should be in English language or something, but just ignore. Just put in your name. Just fill your name there, and then choose your gender. Once you've done that, you'd click on country and ensure that you make, if you're in Nigeria, choose Nigeria. If you are in UK, choose UK. If you are in India, please ensure that you choose India, and then you'd be requested to put in your mobile number. Now, when it comes to the employment status, there are different segments that you have to fill. If you're a recent graduate, indicates that you're a recent graduate. If you're experienced but not currently working, please choose that you're experienced but not currently working. And if you're currently working, also indicates. The reason you are choosing all of these is to help them know those who are going to be available to work, because these things are going to be used when considering candidates for this role. So you want to indicate that you are experienced but not currently working. That is what I would feel personally. You choose experienced but not currently working. What this does is that it tells the recruiters that this person has the skills necessary to work, and this person is free and available to take on this project at this time. So that is why that is the best option to choose from. That is what I chose when I was registering. That is what I would advise anybody who is currently applying to choose as well. Once you have indicated that you are experienced but not currently working, the next thing you want to do is to choose the years of experience you have. In this case, you would have a large range from 1 to 2 years, 3 to 4 years. Personally, I chose anywhere between 6 to 8 years or 8 to 10 years. That is what I would advise you to choose. But I chose that I have an experience of 6 to 8 years. Okay, so that was what I chose. Once you have filled that part, the next thing you want to do is to choose the level of education you have. Now you're going to see different options from UG to PG, doctorate, and MPhil. What it means is undergraduate degree, postgraduate, and doctorate degree, then masters in philosophy. Now, what you want to choose, if you have a bachelor's degree, you want to choose UG, which stands for undergraduate degree. So when you choose UG, a box will appear where you just have to choose the particular course, the particular type of degree. Okay, so if you are in the arts, you choose BA, which stands for Bachelor's of Arts. If you are in the sciences, you choose BSc, just like that. That is what you do. If you have a postgraduate degree, you choose PG. If you have a doctorate degree, you choose doctorate degree, and so on and so forth. So in this case, I chose the Bachelor of Arts because I'm into arts and humanities. All right. So that was why I chose Bachelors of Arts. So you can see all of the degree types that you can choose from, all the available degree types you can choose from. Just choose any one of them. And once you've done that, you choose your specialization, your area of specialization. Okay. Ensure you choose your area of specialization. So if you studied linguistics, choose linguistics. Under your primary language, please choose English as your primary language, because Innodata make use of American English. Okay, so you want to ensure that you make use of English as your primary language, and the level is what? Your mother tongue or native language. If you speak any other language, You can include it as a secondary language. If you speak Hindi, if you speak Italian, anything, just choose. When you get to the next segment, which has to do with the freelancer details, the first question you would be asked is if you're a Mac user. Now, I would choose yes in this case, a Mac user, because sometimes these people always ask the type of system you have, the type of laptop you have, the type of computer. So you can't just say no. If you say no, you've disqualified yourself. So you want to say yes. Even if you do not have the MacBook currently, you can always get it later. Okay, you can always get it later to work. So this is going to be an added advantage for you. You choose that. Then under the rates, depends on you. It's subjective. Personally, I chose $20 per hour, and then the committed number of hours, the highest is 8 hours. So you choose 8 hours. Have you been associated with Innodata before? Choose no. If you've registered with them before, maybe you choose yes. Then you'd be asked where you learned about the opportunity. So you can choose wherever you got the information from. And if you chose others, it means you have to put the value. In this case, put YouTube. And once you are done, upload your resume, click on the consent form, and then you tap on register now. So basically, that is what you'd be doing here. Like I said earlier, remember to put in your phone number. Okay, once you've chosen your country, remember to put in your phone number. Once you've submitted your application, this is the next page you should see. You'll be sent the credentials to take an assessment. Now, this assessment, you'd be given a password, you'd be given your login details. All you have to do is log in and take the assessment. Now, the assessment is going to be somewhat long. It takes time to complete the assessment. The assessment takes 2 hours, which is 120 minutes to complete. And you'd be given a total of 122 questions. Please also know that when you are trying to log in, you'd be sent an OTP, which is a one-time password, a 6-digit code to put in. So once you've put in your OTP, that is when you'd be able to take your assessment. So the test is going to be mainly based on American English. What I mean is you'd be tested on your knowledge of American grammar, punctuation, idiomatic expressions, common slangs, and the likes. You would also be tested a bit on the American history, after which you would then be tested on AI training tasks. But you do not have to worry because you'll be given instructions to read. So once you've read the instructions, you've assimilated the instructions, you can then answer the questions. The good thing is you can always go back to read the instructions because you have 122 questions, right? So when you click on next, you can always click on previous to go back to see the instructions, because you would get to some questions where you do not have those particular instructions. So you want to ensure that you pay good attention, you pay attention to whatever it is you are doing, and try as much as possible to complete the assessment within 2 hours. It's not really difficult. You can complete it within an hour or an hour and 30 minutes. So that is basically what you'd be doing in that particular assessment. For now, I do not have the questions. I would have pasted it somewhere, but just try your best. Upon submission of your assessment, you'd be sent a mail to indicate that you have completed your assessment. So that is the next mail you will be sent. After that, your results will be graded. In some cases, it might take some time, maybe a week, to grade your scores, or sometimes it might be immediately. So in this case, I was sent a mail indicating that I have passed the assessment, and the HR will be reaching out to me in a week. So if you have the chance, kindly take your test. Try to register and take your test immediately. If you want to take your test, please make use of a laptop when taking your test, any laptop at all. So when you've completed the assessments, submit. As always, please, if you've not liked or subscribed to my channel, please do so, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. If you've not joined my WhatsApp channel, also try as much as possible to check out some of my previous posts and join the WhatsApp channel. If there are answers to questions or any other information, I'll be passing it there. Thanks for watching. Bye.